Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Elder Apostles of Great Millstone. Citations to all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. Alright, this brother, I'm Brother Kanakala coming back at you again, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai with another video, just a World War III update, man. The spirit of prophecy. Alright, because we are in a time of prophecy, man. And this is man, the days just keep getting more better and better as the days go by, man. It's beautiful times we're living in. All right. Without further ado, I'm just getting to some info here, man. This says Russian military deploys latest batch of S-400 air defense systems in Syria. All right. I'm gonna just play this and see if they explain what the S-400 system is. If not, I'll read a little bit out of this article here.
Internationally, it is described as one of the best air defense systems in the world, with a range of about 400 kilometers and the ability to hit as many as 80 targets at the same time, traveling at a speed of up to 5 kilometers a second. I was going to say hour, but no, second. And perhaps that's what explains the demand. Also, Russia is using the S-400 in Syria, where its job is to act as a shield for the Russian army units in the country. So let's take a look at the system in action.
Ilya, tell me which nations are interested in this.
The Russian army's top man didn't specify, although he mentioned the regions. Some countries in the Middle East and also in Southeast Asia. That wasn't the only, so to say, teaser that came from the Russian defense minister. What he said was that whenever he's in talks with the other army bosses from the other countries, there is always some discussion about potential contracts to buy some of Russia's best defense tech. So, if we are to believe him soon, we are meant to find out who's next to get the S-400.
You mentioned the word next. That must mean that Russia has already sold some of these defense systems.
Well, for example, Turkey has already got a contract, and I'll tell you what, when these papers were signed, it was big news. This is what adds the spice to the story. Think about it. Turkey's a NATO member and a key ally of the U.S. in the region, and it chooses Russian-made air defense systems to keep their skies safe. Someone else whose military might is all but dependent on America is Saudi Arabia. And a few months ago, the Saudis and the Russians agreed on a deal to purchase the system as well. China's getting it, India too, so let's see if the next customer proves to be a surprise.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Did you not hear what he said? He said Turkey, all right, one of America's allies, all right, has agreed to buy a Russian-made air defense system, all right? They said they are dependent on America, all right, to protect their airspace, but here they go making deals with Russia, man. All right, so, hey, man, this place is, America's finished, man. Let me go back there real quick, Baba Shah. America's finished, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just keep going, man. But, hey, America's allies, and, hey, even the Saudis, he said even the Saudis, Saudi Arabia has agreed to buy the Russian S-400 missile defense system. Let me just get a quick preset right there before I even continue on, man. This place is finished, man. America is done. It's Obadiah 1, and I believe it's 7. Khan. Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Who? Turkey, Saudis, Saudi Arabia. Somebody in I think he said South Asia. All right, probably Japan, man. Okay. The men that are of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. All right, so man, you got allies of yours buying Russian S-400 missile systems, man. People are leaving America. All right. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is no understanding. So they that eat thy bread, you mean they that benefit off your resources. Revelation the 18th chapter, if you read that. All right. The mother of harlots, man. The merchant city. All right. And they list all the merchandise. All right, that America, deals with. All right. So they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. All right. There's no understanding in him. So look, man, you already got countries buying Russian-made missile defense systems. All right. They're not on your side here, man. They're not on your side. I'm gonna get back to the article at hand here, man. Let me hold that my precepts here. Had them ready. All right, go back to the Slovakia. Go back to this. It says the Russian military has delivered new units of its state-of-the-art S-400 anti-aircraft system to Syria. The weapons have assumed combat duty in Russian army compounds in the country. All right. Video provided by the country's defense ministry show the arrival of the 4 systems. 2 were delivered by the air to the, and forgive me for mispronouncing this because I don't speak Syrian, Kamimim Air Base in the Syrian province of Latakia. And 2 more were shipped to a Russian maritime facility located in Tartus. All right, see this right here real quick, man. This is some beautiful stuff here. Watch 3 minutes of this. You brothers can search this article up here. Here to edify. The Russian military has delivered new units in a state-of-the-art S-400 anti-aircraft missiles systems to Syria. The weapons have assumed combat duty in Russian army compounds in the country. Videos provide the country's defense ministry show the arrival of the 4 systems. All right. So it's, in other words, proof. All right, that now Syria has these weapons. All right. 2 were delivered by the. All right, I read that. The S-400 is the latest generation of Russian mobile anti-aircraft systems currently in service. It is designed to engage aerodynamic targets and ballistic missiles. See how long this one is. Another 3-minute video. Negative. An S-400 unit can engage up to 36 targets simultaneously according to its manufacturers, Almaz and T. In 2015, Russia deployed the system in Kamim to ensure the safety of its aircraft during their operations against Islamic State. In Syria, the deployment came after the downing of a Russian Su-24 bomber by Turkey, all right? And I remember when this happened a couple years ago, all right? But really, that was America, man, all right? But the thing is, and the reason why Russia is deploying these systems here, if you really think about it, because this right here, let me see if I can get that article really quick. This why Russia is deploying those there, man. Because of America. Tillerson says U.S. troops to stay in Syria beyond battle with ISIS. All right. So even though the battle is over with pretty much, the Russians have helped Syria gain back majority of its country, but America still said they're going to stand there. They're going to stay there. Why is that? All right. But you American people soak this shit up and think your American government are saints, man. Majority of you people, it's a great awakening going on. People waking up to the bullshit, but the majority of you people think your American government are a bunch of saints, man, especially your beloved Trump. All right. It says, beyond the battle with ISIS, why are they going to do that, man? There is no need for them to be there, but they have their own agenda. They have their own game. All right. Let me see something right here real quick. It says American troops will remain in Syria long after their fight against the Islamic State to ensure. All right. This is what they tell the American people. Once again, to ensure that neither Iran nor President Bashar al-Assad or Syria take over areas that have been newly liberated with help from the United States. Now, we all know it took the Russians damn near 2 weeks when Russia first went into Syria in the Middle East. It took the Russians damn near 2 weeks to do more than what America had did over there in months, man. As soon as Putin ordered those missile strikes, all right, from those planes, they was getting rid of those ISIS. They was getting rid of those ISIS militants, man, by the hundreds, man. Day after day, you can look that up, man, on YouTube. Constantly just bombing them, man. All right, they helped progress that. America didn't, man. Russia had to get in there and help them. That's why they had to take down that plane. And if I go back to this article right here, that's why they had Turkey take down that plane, man. All right, because the Russian bombers were over there, man, bombing the shit out of ISIS. All right, but you American people sit here and eat this shit up right here, man. It's trash news here. All right, and I'm gonna get to the point here. It says right here. This is the bullshit artist right here. It says it says, read this again. American troops will remain in Syria long after the fight against the Islamic State to ensure that neither Iran nor President Bashar al-Assad of Syria take over areas that have been newly liberated with help from the United States. Secretary of State Rex W. Tillerson said on Wednesday. Staying in Syria, all right, here's the bullshit right here. In Syria, Mr. Tillerson said will help ensure that Trump administration does not repeat what he described as the mistakes of former President Barack Obama, who withdrew troops from Iraq before the extremist threat was doused and failed to stabilize Libya after NATO airstrikes that led to the overthrow of Muammar al-Gaddafi. All right, look at this bullshit they feed you. So they say we're going to stay over there so the same thing won't happen that happened in Libya. All right, when Gaddafi was assassinated, man. All right, and we all know why Gaddafi was assassinated. Let's see, man. Let's see this right here. Just a simple, simple. Right here. Beautiful. 2011. Gaddafi's gold money plan would have devastated the dollar. All right? Devastated the dollar. Let's look at this real quick. Gaddafi's gold money plan would have devastated the dollar. All right? So that's why he was assassinated. It remains unclear exactly why or how the Gaddafi regime went for a model and an important ally to the next target to regime change in period just a few years. All right, let's get to the point here. It says oil, of course, has been mentioned frequently. Libya is Africa's largest oil producer, but one possible reason in particular, Gaddafi. Salakia.
Far more speculation has been raised on the reasons for NATO.
Go back real quick. Salakia. Libya is Africa's largest oil producer. All right, so if Libya is Africa's largest oil producer, all right, and then Gaddafi, he switches to a gold currency. That's a lot of oil not being sold in the petrodollar, okay, in American petrodollar. So that being said, they had to kill this man, all right. But this is the bullshit they feed you guys, man. When I say you guys, I mean the masses of these American people, man. This is the bullshit they feed them. All right, 5 strong Arab Spring, leaders of 5 countries in the heart of protests that erupted in 2011. Egypt, Libya, all right, right here, the article we was just reading about, all right. This is it right here, man. Back in 2011, that's why he was assassinated, man, because he was going to switch to a gold currency that would have devastated the dollar. Now let's go back to this bullshit right here, man. It says they're going to stay there because when Obama withdrew the troops from Iraq before the extremist threat was doused and failed to stabilize Libya after NATO airstrikes that led to overthrow of Muammar al-Gaddafi, all right? So he says we can allow history to repeat itself. All right, we cannot allow history to repeat itself in Syria, Mr. Tillerson said during a speech at Hoover Institution in Stanford University near San Francisco. ISIS has one foot in the grave, and by maintaining American military presence in Syria until the full, complete defeat of ISIS is achieved, it will soon have two. All right. So with that being said, that's their excuse to stay in Syria. All right, because they don't want the same thing to happen in Libya. All right, when we just saw, man, the reason why they killed the president of Libya, man. But they feed this to the American people, man, and y'all believe this shit. All right, they can run into those little countries like that and destroy them. Okay, but what about China though? See this really quick. China ditching dollar. Let's see this. Right here. Iran and China seek to eliminate U.S. dollar. All right, and how are they going to do that? With the petro yuan, man. All right, you brothers can look this. Tehran and Beijing are determined to find ways to avoid using the U.S. dollar as a settlement currency in trade, according to a report by the Iranian Economic Daily Financial Tribune. All right, so we see the same thing is happening. Now, did they go in there and assassinate the president of China? No, because they can't. They only can prey on little countries, man, that really don't have much, if not even any nuclear power at all to protect themselves. But let's see them do that to China. They can't, all right? They can't do that. America cannot do that to China, man. You people got to wake up, man. But they did that in Libya, though. They went in there and assassinated this guy because he wanted to switch from the U.S. dollar. So now he's dead. So this is why Russia is deploying these missile defense systems over here, S-400, because America is still over there, man. So Russia has to protect them. Let me get them precepts real quick. This Isaiah the 13th chapter, the first verse. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. So America is Babylon, modern day Babylon, the land of confusion. All right, let's go down. I'm gonna get to the point here. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. All right. The Medes, all right, will be the Russians. Where the ancient Medes dwell, the Russians are there today. All right. So the Lord said He's gonna stir the Russians up against them, man, against Babylon. Their bows also shall dash the young men into pieces. You know, ultimately that's talking about the nuclear missiles. Okay. But another form of those bows, those S-400s, man. All right, because they are designed to shoot airplanes out of the sky, man. Their bows shall also dash the young man in peace, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and their eyes shall not spare children. So ultimately, America's going to be bombed by missiles, man. Ultimately, they are. See something really quick. A guard to them. All right, Ezekiel. All right, Ezekiel 38th chapter and 7th verse. All right, Gog and Magog is talking about Russia. All right, now with that being said, I'm gonna get straight to the point here. No, I got to start from the top so you get an understanding. And the Lord said, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, Thus said the Lord God, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, talking about Russia, Magog. All right. So the Lord is bringing them back to the USSR days. All right. And I will bring thee forth, and all thy army and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company, and bucklers and shields, of all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with him all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. The house of Togomar and the north quarters and all his bands. And many people with thee. Many other countries with thee, man. Alright? Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company, and assemble unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Alright? So that's beautiful. Be thou a guard unto them. And that's what Russia is doing. Go back to this. Russian military deploys latest batch of S-400 air defense systems to Syria. Alright, so this is prophecy taking place, man. World War III is getting ready to pop off, man. So, you know, I don't want to make this video too long. You know, so lucky, that's why I kind of skimmed through it. You know, trying to go, kind of went through it kind of fast. But with that, man, Lord willing, you brothers edified. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty.